Hello and welcome. So what I am driving today is a 2014 Audi TT S. Now we're just gonna discuss this vehicle. It is currently stock and oh my word is it slow compared to the other cars in Gran Turismo 7. This is such a middle of the range car. There's barely any excitement when it comes to handling and performance. Since it is all-wheel drive, it has a lot of understeer. Now, why am I talking about this vehicle? Because there's something special we can do to it. But before we go into that, I actually just want to sit and talk about this car for a minute. So, the Audi TT. People either love it or they have a strong distaste for it. Now, since Top Gear even said that this is the perfect car for your local hairdresser, car enthusiasts do enjoy it because there is the Audi TT RS. That is the top of the range performance model with a whole lot of tuning capabilities and being able to break through the 10-second barrier down the quarter mile. Now, in Gran Turismo 7, we do not have that Audi. We have the model slightly below it. We don't have a base model, but we don't have the top of the range. If you are a big fan of the Audi TT, this is your day, because Gran Turismo Polyphony have come up with a grand idea of taking the 4.2 liter V10 of the Audi R8 and slapping it into the Audi TT. Oh yes, this is gonna be fun. This is the tune or the setup that I used for this video. I've seen someone commented saying that I need to start uploading the tunes that I use in my videos, so that is exactly what I'm doing. If you want to take your time, you can pause the video here, look at the setup. But with the V10, you can see we have 716 brake horsepower. This is more than double the horsepower of the standard engine, which only produced 305 brake horsepower. So we have double the power and we're lighter. This has everything in its corner to make this the best Audi TT in Gran Turismo 7. So let's see. This has the capability of setting my personal fastest lap around the circuit. From the first corner, you can feel there's such a difference. The car is solid. It feels like such a race car. Track focused, just wow. There's no body roll. There is still a slight bit of understeer, but due to us having a torque vectoring differential, we are able to adjust how much power flow goes to the front and goes to the rear on the fly. Around the corners, generally it's so planted. It takes corners at such a higher speed than majority of the other cars I have driven. This car has such a good setup in it. I do really recommend you just taking your time and using that setup. Just try it out and see how it goes. Now, this makes it one of actually the funnest engine swaps in the game. Now, this isn't as chaotic as the Cappuccino and is not as powerful as the S13. However, this could be one of the fastest if you throw some turns at it. This car can also be used for money grinding. Now you can take it and use it around the 30 minutes of Le Mans. That's a 700 performance points event. So if you take and add a power restrictor or ballast to it, it will drop the performance points down to 700 and you will be able to partake in the event. Now with it being engine swap, it is extremely light on fuel, not as light as the 787B swap, but it is still light on fuel, has tons of power, and it's gonna get you an easy win, which means that is an easy 825k. So you can't really look down at it. Now, problem, I know a lot of people, they're not really fans of engine swaps, not because of how it handles or changes the purity of the car. No, you can't get it. Engine swaps are extremely difficult. I am just covering the engine swaps that I still have from the engine swap glitch that happened a couple of updates ago. If you took advantage of it, you are just like me in our current situation where we have ample, and if they keep releasing updates like this where they use those previous engines, we should be good. That's why majority of the new engines I am unable to cover because I simply don't have access to them. They are extremely difficult to get. I don't have to explain that to you. If you've played the game, you know what I'm talking about. So this car though, if you get the chance, because you have the opportunity to engine swap this and the Toyota MR2. Now I engine swap both of them, and personally I enjoy it more in the TT. This really makes it such a flagship Audi vehicle. It completely changes my view of the Audi TT. If they did something like this in real life, trust me, the Audi TT would demand a lot more respect, and a lot more people will be going out and buying them. So hopefully in the future we will receive the RS versions of these vehicles. I don't know about that because Forza has basically all of them and Gran Turismo has none of them. But we aren't going to talk about that. What we are going to talk about is the fact that we get to slide this vehicle. Yes, if you get tired or bored for some reason of speeding around a circuit, switch out the differential. Not even switch it out. On the fly, you can adjust it and make all the power go to the back. Well, 95% of the power goes to the back, and just turn this thing into a drift monster. No traction control, and the car slides beautifully. This has no even steering angle kit, hydraulic handbrake, none of that. This is just standard stuff, and the car is able to hold a slide, and it's a joy to drive. It's a pleasurable experience. I wish that it was easier to get engine swaps so you could experience this. But if you do have the chance, I do recommend you please go out and check this one out. I know not a lot of people may know it because they don't announce the engine swaps, but this is one of the latest engine swaps to come to Gran Turismo 7. So if you have the chance, check it out. With all of that being said, Audi TT, it's so much fun. It looks amazing, sounds great with the V10, and it's really up there with one of my favorite cars in the game right now. So with all of that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy this. Don't forget, leave a like, subscribe for more Gran Turismo 7 content, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.